Dangerous predators of Africa. Wildlife. Africa is home to the world's top destination for safaris. There are few things in the world more exhilarating than observing wild animals in their natural habitats, making a safari a solid bucket list trip for most people. From East Africa to Southern Africa, there are numerous national parks well worth visiting, including the Serengeti in Tanzania, Masai Mara in Kenya, Kruger in South Africa, Chobe in Botswana, Hwang in Zimbabwe, Zambezi in Zambia, and others. With such incredible biodiversity, Africa is a unique place to spot wild animals. Still, you might want to keep your distance from some since they are considered the deadliest African animals. Lions. Lions are unique in that they are the only cats to live in groups, prides. They are the largest member of the cat family and the largest of all the African carnivores. They are the top predator in any African ecosystem where they live. The roar of a lion can be heard over 8 kilometers away. Lions are unique in that they are the only cats to live in groups, prides. They are the largest member of the cat family and the largest of all the African carnivores. They are the top predator in any African ecosystem where they live. Lions are tawny in color, varying from silvery yellow to reddish brown with paler undersides, female belly yellowish to almost white, yellow to black mane. Faint, leopard-like spots are generally found on the young, which are sometimes kept into maturity. Males have a thick mane around the head that extends down the chest, between the forelegs, and varies in color from blonde to black, whereas females do not have manes. Lions have massive shoulders and strong forelimbs, long, sharp claws, and short, powerful jaws. A lion's roar can be heard by humans more than 8 kilometers away. Prides of lions are generally composed of related females, whilst a typical prides contains around 13 lions. Large prides can contain as many as 40 lions, while some prides will have as few as 2 members. A pride's home range varies in size from 20 to 400 square kilometers. Lions are mainly nocturnal and are reputed to sleep or rest for about 20 hours a day. You will often find them lying under a shady bush, particularly after they have fed following a kill. As carnivores, feeding entirely on the flesh of other mammals, lions have 30 teeth, including large piercing canines to grab and kill prey. The large canines are perfectly sized to fit in between the neck vertebrae of its main prey items, ensuring a quick kill, scissor-like molars to slice into flesh, and small incisors to scrape meat from bones. Much of their hunting is done at night and in the very early dawn. When feeding on a large kill, a lion can eat almost 36 kilograms of meat in one feeding and then not need to eat for several days. On average, a lion needs to eat about 5 kilograms of meat daily. The lion is found throughout the South Sahara Desert and in parts of southern and eastern Africa. They are generally seen on grassy plains, savannas, and dry woodlands, but never seen in heavily forested areas. The lion can be found in most of the national parks and reserves in Africa. Males reach up to a shoulder height of 1.2 meters and weight between 150 to 250 kilograms. Females are smaller and reach a shoulder height of 1.05 m and weigh up between 120 to 180 kilograms. Lions live for 12 to 16 years in the wild and 25 years in captivity. A lioness has a gestation period of about 110 days, after which she gives birth to up to 4 cubs. Generally, she gives birth in a secluded areas away from the group and introduces the cubs to the pride when they are about 8 weeks old. Very often, several females give birth at about the same time, and they share the duties of protecting and nursing the cubs. Mothers nurse for up to 8 months, although they begin to take cubs to eat at animal kills when they are as young as 3 months old. At about 11 months of age, cubs start learning to hunt with the pride. Females take care of their young until they are about 2, when the mother is ready to produce a new litter. Although the population of lions is declining, they are not currently listed as endangered or threatened. Threats include hunting, loss of habitat, and human encroachment. Cheetahs. The cheetah is the fastest land mammal in the world and can reach speeds of 80 to 100 kilometers per hour. However, it is only able to keep up this speed for a short period of time. The cheetah has a slender body, a small head, and long legs, which makes it ideal for speed. It is also the only cat without retractable claws, which allows the claws to always be exposed, makes for better traction when running. The tail is also adapted to help maintain balance at high speeds and during quick turns. The cheetah has a background color of light golden yellow/tan, covered with small, round, black spots on the cheeks, forehead, crown, neck, and limbs. They have a distinctive black tear shaped from the corner of the eye to the corner of the mouth and a mane-like black stripe running the length of their back. Cheetahs do not roar like lions and tigers. Instead, they make bird-like chirping sounds for communication with other members of the family, and they hiss when angered or threatened and purr loudly when they are content. If they are alarmed, they whine or growl. A cheetah has a good sense of smell and communicate by scenting tree trunks, bushes and termite mounds with their waist. Cheetahs are typically solitary creatures, although males sometimes live with a small group of brothers from the same litter. The cheetah's diet consists of impala, springbok, gazelles, kob, warthogs, lesser kudu, blackbuck, hares, and game birds. Male coalitions sometimes take larger prey, such as wildebeest. They generally stalk their prey until they are only about 20 meters away, then they chase, which lasts about 20 seconds. The cheetah is only successful in catching its prey in about half of all chases, and they often lose their catch to lions and hyenas. Unlike other large cats, the cheetah generally hunts during the daytime. Cheetahs are confined to parts of eastern and southwestern Africa. They are well adapted to dry habitats such as savanna grasslands and semi-deserts. Cheetahs prefer grasslands that offer unobstructed views of their surroundings. Such habitats make it easier to detect prey as well as predators. Male cheetahs are slightly larger and heavier than females. Cheetahs are approximate 95 centimeters tall and measures 182 centimeters in length. Males weigh about 55 kilograms and females about 40 kilograms. On average, a cheetah lives for 12 to 14 years in the wild. Cheetahs reach maturity at about 18 months old. The gestation period is usually 3 months, and a female gives birth to between 2 and 6 cubs. They breed throughout the year, and it is the female who raises the cubs. A cub stays with its mother for about 1 year before venturing off by itself. The male cheetah plays no part in the upbringing. Cubs are smoky gray in color with long woolly hair, called a mantle, running along their backs. Cheetahs are often killed by lions and hyenas, especially their cubs. Up to 80% of the cubs do not survive. In recent years, human encroachment on their habitat and hunting has dramatically reduced their numbers. Leopards. African leopards have a great variation in coat color, depending on location and habitat, having pale yellow to tawny dark circular rosettes on the flanks, back and tail. They have solid spots on their faces and whitish color below. Black forms occur. Leopards are one of the most common cats in Africa, however, they are also the most reclusive and as such are difficult to spot, often blending in with their surroundings. They are nocturnal, most active at dusk and tend to hunt in the evenings and early mornings, another reason why they are not often seen. Adults are generally solitary animals with the males and females only coming into contact with one another to mate. Leopards are carnivores and hunt small antelopes, warthogs, hyraxes, and monkeys/baboons. Their diet also includes birds and reptiles. They store their kill up trees to keep it safe from lions and hyenas. They can be found in most of sub-Saharan Africa. Their habitat is wide and they can be seen in semi-arid land, scrubland, bush, savannas, mountain lowland rainforests, riverine forest and rocky outcrops. They like to sun themselves on termite mounds or rocky outcrops. Male leopards are larger than females, weighing up to 130 to 200 pounds, whilst females weigh between 75 and 88 pounds. They grow up to 2.3 meters long at stand, approximate 28 inches at the shoulder for adults. Generally, they live for 15 to 20 years in the wild. Leopards breed all year round, and can have between 2 to 6 cubs. The females will raise the cubs by themselves. The gestation period is anything from 90 to 112 days, and they will become independent adults at between 18 to 22 months. Leopard cubs are kept hidden for the first couple of months, and at about 4 months old the mother starts to train the cubs to hunt small animals. Humans have been and remain the main threat to the survival of leopards, whose numbers, whilst currently numerous, are decreasing. Human-induced habitat loss, fragmentation/degradation, hunting/gathering, pest control is having a continued impact in the survivals of leopards. Hyenas. Spotted hyenas are the most common carnivores in Africa. Of the 4 species of hyenas, spotted, brown, striped, and aardwolf, the spotted hyenas are the largest. As highly intelligent creatures, they live in social hierarchical units called clans that can number over 100 members. Their cognitive abilities have been compared to those of primates. Hyenas are extraordinarily adept as both hunters and scavengers. They will opt for the easiest meal that requires the least amount of energy to obtain. That means they steal kills made by other predators such as leopard and cheetah. Their diet is varied, consisting of wildebeest, zebra, antelope, rodents, monkeys, reptiles, birds, and even insects. Hyenas have powerful jaws and teeth. Their bite force is among the highest of the animal kingdom, up to 1,000 pounds of force per square inch. This allows them to tear into flesh and even crush bones, horns, and teeth. When hyenas hunt an animal that is bigger than themselves, they may hunt in packs. They will try to single out an animal and separate it from the rest of the herd. Hyenas use their great endurance to exhaust their prey. They can cruise at speeds of 37 miles per hour for several miles. Together, the hunting success rate as a clan can be upwards of 75% compared to hunting alone, 15% success rate. The instances of these animals hunting humans are very rare. It is believed that hyenas attack humans when food is scarce or when their prey is seen as easy, such as sleeping humans, the elderly, or children. Wild dogs. African wild dogs are an elusive member of Africa's fauna. They live and hunt in packs that are widely dispersed and never stay in one place for long. They can travel up to 50 kilometers per day and occupy territories of up to 1,500 square kilometers. African wild dogs have a unique social structure that differs from most other pack animals. Each pack includes up to 20 members and is led by a dominant breeding pair, the alpha male and alpha female, with the rest of the members working as subordinates. The most unusual part is that the females, rather than the males, migrate to new packs after reaching maturity. Pack members communicate with each other through a variety of touches, tail wags, and vocalizations. They have strong collaborative relationships, working together to hunt for food and taking care of all pups as a pack. They rarely fight amongst themselves or try to usurp the dominant position. They also look after injured, ill, or elderly members of the pack by sharing food, even when the weak individual can't participate in the hunt. As a predator species, they help keep the number of prey species under control, preventing habitat destruction and overfeeding. They are also an important food source for larger predators like lions. African wild dogs once roamed across much of sub-Saharan Africa, absent only in areas of lowland rainforest and particularly dry desert. Now, though, they have disappeared from most of their former range. While they still live in open plains and sparse woodlands, African wild dogs can only be found in small numbers in southern Africa. Their range is limited to Botswana, western Zimbabwe, eastern Namibia, and western Zambia. Nile crocodile. This fearsome beast grows up to 16 feet long and weighs around 500 pounds. People and Nile crocs often share the same habitat. That means that crocs and humans run into each other regularly. The Nile croc hides in the water with only its eyes or nose exposed. Humans use the same water sources. They go to the water to wash clothes, fish, or bathe. This is when the most crocodile-related deaths occur. Nile crocs are responsible for killing at least 3,000 people per year in Africa. Nile crocodiles are one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. They mainly live in the freshwater and can be found in almost every freshwater river and lake around the continent. The Nile crocodile is a highly adapted aquatic predator. It is Africa's largest freshwater reptile, measuring as long as 20 feet and weighing up to 1,650 pounds. Crocodiles are ambush predators that wait for prey to come within range. They can hold their breath for up to 2 hours as they lie in wait near the shoreline. When unsuspecting prey comes too close, they spring forward using their teeth and tremendous bite force to grab their victims. They can easily subdue and eat large mammals, including antelope, buffalo, and large cats. Their diets, however, consist mainly of fish. They often attack by leaping out of the water, seizing their prey in their vicious teeth, bringing them back into the water where they drown them, and then hiding them behind branches or rocks to be eaten later. Attacks on humans occur in places where humans rely on the waterways for every aspect of life. Sources estimate that 300 to 1,000 people a year are killed by crocodiles. On safari, you may see Nile crocodiles basking in the sun with an open mouth. This behavior is a way for the crocodile to release the heat from its body. Hippopotamus. Although they are amusing to see from a distance, hippos are not as calm as they appear. They are actually regarded as the most dangerous mammal in Africa, despite being vegetarians. Don't let their cute and gentle appearance and gentle fool you. Hippos can be extremely territorial and aggressive. Hippos live in and around the water in Africa. They are fiercely territorial and aggressively protect their territory from perceived threats. Hippos can run 20 miles per hour and have massive jaws with 20-inch tusks that look like huge teeth. Hippos kill around 3,000 humans each year. They are the third largest land mammal, behind only elephants and white rhinos. They can grow to 16 feet in length, 5 feet in height at the shoulders, and over 3,300 pounds in weight. Hippopotamus have long canines that can reach up to 20 inches long. These teeth are used for combat and play no role in feeding. Hippos live in large herds of up to 100 members. They spend most of the day in the water and come out at dusk to graze, making them nocturnal herbivores. They can consume up to 150 pounds of grass each night. What makes hippos dangerous is their tendency to defend their territories. They are responsible for about 500 human fatalities per year, most of which occur along riverbanks.